Hi, I'm Olivia Campero.
And I'm Eric Garza.
Welcome to United ITV News, a program that will show you what's happening at United ISD.
We'll see events and activities that take place in our district.
On today's show, the same Kia in the Classroom program will motor into its third year.
And several businesses generously donate clothes and school supplies to UISD students in need.
These stories and more are coming up
on this exciting edition of United ITV News.
For the third year, one lucky UISD high school student will be driving away in a brand new car.
Sames Kia unveiled its 2016 Kia Soul at a press conference to kick off its Kia in the Classroom program.
The United South High School drumline and some LBJ cheerleaders helped establish an upbeat mood. UISD high school students with perfect attendance during any 9-week period will earn the chance to win a 2016 Kia Soul. The drawing will be held in June of 2016. Elizabeth Sames from the Sames Auto Group says the dealership is happy to take part in this giveaway.
We can't do it without the support of the community, so thank you. We look forward to another great year. I can't wait to be on the stage at graduation. I can't tell you how exhilarating that very moment is. It's not always that we get to give a car away.
The winner of this year's Kia Soul will also have the tax, title, and license plate paid for by the Laredo Federal Credit Union. A&K World Class Driving will offer a driver's education package to the winner.
Before students enter high school, incoming freshmen must attend an orientation session. Students receive information to make their transition from middle school a little bit easier. Incoming students at United High School, freshman campus, received a musical welcome to what will become their new school. The students heard from different student groups and organizations. The freshmen learned that United High School has a lot to offer its students. Administrators also spoke to students about what will be expected of them as they start their journey through high school. All 4 United ISD high schools offer an orientation session for incoming freshmen.
Student-athlete Brandy Barrientos, a recent graduate of LBJ High School, signed a letter of intent to play basketball. She will be playing for Northland College in Illinois. While at LBJ, Brandy played forward and shooting guard. She is looking forward to her role as a student-athlete in a brand new setting.
Makes me excited to know that I have something to go do and not just study.
LBJ High School hosted a brief signing ceremony for Brandy. Surrounded by family and friends, Brandy signed her letter of intent.
Victoria Lara, a student-athlete who graduated from LBJ High School, signed a letter of intent to play volleyball. She will also be playing ball at Northland College. Numerous well-wishers were on hand as Victoria took to the stage to look over her letter and sign it. It's a new and exciting time for the young volleyball player as she embarks on the new chapter in her life. She says she is grateful to those who helped her on her journey.
That I thank all my family and I thank all my coaches that have been here for me. I thank all my teammates, my friends and family who have stuck with me through everything.
A scholarship ceremony for migrant students took place in June. Migrant students received scholarships from a group of prominent and generous businessmen. The group, known as Laredo Cares, is headed by Eduardo Garza Robles of Unitrade. Garza serves as chair of Laredo Cares. CARE stands for Children's Advocates for Raising Education Standards for Migrant Students. Migrant students from several United ISD high schools gratefully received their scholarships. Other members of the board include local businessmen Humberto Gonzalez Bendecourt, John Galo, and Renato Ramirez.
Teachers at Salvador Garcia Middle School were recognized for their students' accomplishments on the STAR exam. Superintendent of Schools Roberto J. Santos, joined by UISD board member Ricardo Molina, paid a brief visit to their school. They personally congratulated teachers for the hard work they do in educating our students. The cause for celebration was the school's recent success on the STAR exam.
We were able to receive 6 out of 7 distinction designations in the areas of reading, language arts, math, science, and social studies, and post-secondary readiness.
They also handed out stipend checks for those teachers who commute to Rio Bravo on a daily basis. Afterwards, a mariachi band came by to serenade the teachers. Administrators and teachers at Salvador Garcia Middle School are looking forward to another successful year.
Academy Sports and Outdoors made a generous donation to United ISD students prior to the start of the new school year. The retailer donated hundreds of uniform vouchers to help some of our district students.
Every year we like to give out this voucher for the kids for UISD, and that voucher is good for a top and a bottom, which is the value is more like $20 for each kid, and I'm very proud. I mean, Academy not only here in Laredo but in other cities are doing the same thing.
We're very happy to see the faces of some of the children when they're told they're going to receive a new uniform for the first day of school.
This marks the 9th year that Academy donates new clothing to UISD students. The donation was announced at a press conference held at the store on San Bernardo. The students waited patiently as the grown-ups delivered their speeches. The students were thrilled at the chance to do some shopping before the start of the school year. Store and district personnel were available to help the students with their choices. This generous donation makes it possible for many students to start the school year with new clothes to wear.
Costco helped United ISD students with the generous donation of 900 backpacks. For the last 15 years, Costco has donated backpacks and school supplies to students in our community.
This year, with the number of Costco's that we have, we donated about 255,000 backpacks worldwide.
Costco has a proud history of generously supporting students in United ISD. This year's donation was announced at a press conference held at Cuellar Elementary. The colorful backpacks were on display. The backpacks contained some school supplies for the students.
And we always believe in education and giving back. The backpacks helps in the education and helps some of the families that need a little bit extra assistance and makes it easier on them getting into the new school year.
Backpacks were then handed out to a small group of grateful students. The district then presented Costco with a small token of its appreciation.
It's important to start the new school year on the right foot, and that includes having all your school supplies. CR England Global Transportation made a generous donation to benefit UISD students. The shipping giant donated a large number of backpacks.
Each year, CR England sponsors a donation of backpacks to the Laredo school districts. That's both UISD and LISD. And this year, our donation is at a total of 870 backpacks. Now, this is our 5th year sponsoring this event. And the difference this year is that we included invitations to several of our business partners who also added to that donation. So 5 years ago, we started with a donation of 400 backpacks. We're up to 870. We're going to go for 1,000 next year. Something that we focus on with our community outreach is to keep in mind the young students of the school districts where we have operations. And we want to encourage those students to continue their studies, hopefully help them through providing the backpacks and the school supplies, and eventually encourage them to finish high school, go to college, graduate, and become productive members of the Laredo community.
A press conference was held on the campus of Texas A&M International University. CR England Global Transportation is based in Salt Lake City, Utah. They have operations in Laredo that serve as an entry into Mexico.
Local law enforcement agencies, along with UISD board member Ricardo Rick Rodriguez, are working to establish a neighborhood watch program in the Ponderosa subdivision. Organizers say the program benefits from a lot of community support.
This is our neighborhood committee watch at UISD PD is doing it something new that we implemented this year. People here responded. This is our first meeting that we had a gathering. We also had Laredo PD with Officer Diaz also that has said a few words that working together will make this community a little bit safer. And Ponderosa has 3 phases, which we're going to try to get phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So that way we can serve the whole neighborhood and protect the whole neighborhood.
Coming up on United ITV News, we'll meet Caleb Canales. This Alexander High School graduate is now an assistant coach with the Dallas Mavericks.
And now we'll see how things are going with our district bonds construction program.
Stay tuned.
You are watching United ITV News.
School safety is our #1 priority. Always report bullying to an adult, attend class every day, and please say no to drugs and alcohol.
Be sure to report any criminal or suspicious activity to campus police. Remember, texting and cell phone use is forbidden when driving in school zones.
Always watch out for kids at crosswalks and when loading on and off school buses.
Keep our kids safe.
What does it take to be a champion? Desire, dedication, determination, discipline.
And the will to win.
Success in life is not luck.
It's hard work and dedication.
Never lose sight of your dreams. Be a champion.
It's school time, and let's keep Laredo's children safe by following these important safety tips when driving through school zones.
Slow down to 20 miles per hour and be extra careful when driving near schools. State law prohibits the use of cell phones in school zones. If you see a school bus with flashing light, remember to stop until the bus resumes motion. Failure to heed these warnings could result in fines or jail time. By staying alert and observing all traffic laws, we can keep our kids safe.
Congratulations to Ingrid Jimenez from United South High School. Perfect attendance pays off. Thanks to Sames Key and the Classroom program, she won a new 2015 Kia Soul. Thank you, Sames Auto Group, for supporting UISD students in our community. Thank you, A&K World Class Driving School, for the free driving lessons. And thank you to the Laredo Federal Credit Union for covering tax, title, and license. Congratulations to Ingrid Jimenez for having perfect attendance and winning a new 2015 Kia Soul. Drive local, drive sane.
Caleb Canales is a product of United ISD.
After graduating from college, this Alexander High School graduate worked his way to an assistant coaching position with the Dallas Mavericks. In this next story, you will also meet a little boy named Donovan who wants to follow in Caleb's footsteps.
When I grow up, I want to be an NBA player. We practice for an hour and 30 minutes, or if something's going to happen like a tournament, and the next day we practice for 2 hours or more. And well, after practice, we always had to shoot free throws. Defense is when you're doing it in a position and somebody's going to try to go through you when they're bouncing the ball, and then you have to like block them so they wouldn't be able to pass the ball or go through you. Sometimes if they bump into you really hard and they charge at you and you fall, then that's a foul. So you have to like try to do defense and block so they wouldn't pass you and try to make a score. Well, sometimes we had to play like against each other, like when at practice, so we could practice our defense and offense, so we can try hard and try to do layups in practice. And they're gonna be trying to block us like if we're playing a real game, so we're trying to get better in practice. Well, my goal is to try my best in basketball, to try to win, but if we lose, it's at least we tried to do something and we did really good, as long as we tried. Well, I want to start being a coach so I can help get a new team and start practicing with other teams that want to be with me as a new coach, so they can get better until they start getting better and be like me, like when I was little.
You know, I've been really blessed and fortunate to get the opportunities that I got. I started off as a video intern with the Portland Trail Blazers, was there 10 years, and I just finished my second season with the Dallas Mavericks. The fun part of my job is that every day is not a typical day. It's something different every day, and that gets to be really fun. You know, throughout the season, have responsibilities as assistant coach, whatever Coach Carlisle assigns us to do, and throughout the off season, we just finished our summer league. So I was the head coach of our summer league team, and that was a lot of fun. So, you know, the great thing about it is a typical day is not a normal day, so that keeps it fun. As an assistant coach, we all have roles and responsibilities to work with our guys in certain areas, and you know, it's broken up amongst our staff. You know, I'm the offensive coordinator, so I do a lot of the offensive side of the ball, but you know, I help out with the player development and the player growth, and you know, I'm just a small piece of a big team. You know, I just want to say thank you to UISD for all they do for us. You know, I love the city of Laredo. This is home for me, and it's always going to be home for me. And we'll always come back through Assist 13 in our camps and our foundation to give back. It really was my foundation growing up. Being part of the UISD system was a blessing for me and my family. The schools, my education was most important in our household, and that's where it started and that's where it ended. Getting to play basketball and getting to play sports was a privilege that was earned. And it was earned by going to class, getting good grades, and being a good student. And education continues to be number one in our household, and that started with the foundation of UISD. I'm Caleb Canales, assistant coach with the Dallas Mavericks. I'm part of the UISD family. I graduated as a student from Alexander High School, class of 1996. Worked as a teacher at United High School. I'm a product of UISD. Thanks, UISD.
I'm Dana Salinas, and I am United.
To ensure that newly hired teachers get a good start to the school year, United ISD offers training and orientation courses. Just before the start of the school year, new teachers receive guidance from veteran administrators.
We are hosting our new teachers. Approximately we have about 80 new teachers to our district. We have new teacher orientation this whole week. The first day is introductions by our Superintendent Santos, some of our board members, and some of his management team, welcoming our staff and providing them crucial information about their employment, their dates, and the expectations that we have of each individual. We want them to be comfortable in their new journey, in their new position here with the district. We want them to get to know our support staff, our curriculum resources, what to do, what to expect these first days of school that are very important to education. We're covering classroom management. We're covering also the first 25 days of school. We're covering the curriculum instruction, the TEKS information, the resources that we have available for our teachers, and also our PDAS instrument, which they get evaluated with.
Some 600 substitute teachers at United ISD went through an orientation before the beginning of the school year. The teachers learned about classroom management and district policies and procedures. These substitutes were also reminded to abide by district and classroom expectations.
We cover things such as pay. We cover work schedules, those things having to do with all rights and privileges that every employee of the district has. But our major effort is maximum instructional impact in the classroom setting. We do not look at them as just teacher substitutes. We look at these individuals as educators, and even though their efforts are on an as-needed basis, we recognize the vital role that they play for the school district, and we look forward to working with them during the course of this year whenever there is a need to retain their services.
A school supply drive was held at a local Peter Piper's Pizza. Different groups came together to give back to the community.
It's a get-together. We give away school supplies, and it's sponsored by various members of the community. And what we do is, as Finley Elementary, we participate by giving away books and school supplies. And we've done this for the past 3 years, and we combine efforts with other members of the community, including the Sheriff's Department. We're giving away books, and so these are brand new books that the kids get to have in case they don't have any for their own personal library. So it gives them a chance to build on that library and make the connection to the school activities that are going to be taking place.
A press conference was held before the start of the new school year. The purpose was to remind the motoring public to drive safely around school buses and in school zones. Motorists were given advice for coping with the new school year's heavy traffic.
Leaving early to get to school early is probably the best thing. We also want to remind everyone to mind the traffic control officers. They are there in the best interest of our students and the motorists, and it's important that we listen to them.
The press conference was hosted by our neighboring school district. Members of the local law enforcement community were also invited to reinforce the traffic safety theme.
Another press conference was held for the Tools for School concert. The concert was sponsored by Guerra Communications. The highlight of the event was when the International Bank of Commerce presented event organizers with the generous donation of $5,000. On behalf of the district, United ISD Board Vice President Juan Roberto Ramirez thanked the sponsors for thinking of our students.
Le damos gracias a Guerra Communications y al Constable de Valley por este momento. En verdad es una herramienta apropiada para aquellos niños que necesitan de papelería, de lápices y un montón de cosas que llegan a usarse durante el trayecto del año escolar.
The press conference was attended by event sponsors and officials from United ISD. Admission to the concert held in August was 3 school supply items.
The inaugural Tools for Schools benefit concert was a big success. Organizers say the goal is to help our community by collecting school supplies for deserving children.
We have actually been doing a school supply drive for many years, and we actually were going to stop doing that, but the need in this community is so big. We really had received so many phone calls from students that wanted to know where they get their school supplies, and so right then and there we said we're going to come through for our community. And once again, we started from ground zero, but we have started a school supply drive, and we're very excited. We have over 10 groups that are supporting this event. We're in air condition, which is a great thing in the summer, but all you have to do is give 3 school supplies and you get a ticket to see the concert with great groups, Bobby Pulido, Solido, Zamorales, Grammy Award winning groups. So we're very excited to be able to bring this to the community and to actually help children in need.
The Lone Star Emmy chapter recently recognized the United ISD Instructional Television Department with the 2015 Excellence in My Market Award. The award, known as the Emma, was earned for Best Edited Video. The winning entry was the United Anti-Suicide Rap music video. The Lone Star Emmy chapter presents this award of excellence on behalf of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. The department was also recognized by the UISD Board of Trustees during a regular board meeting. The ITV department includes photographer-editors Jose Luis Moreno Jr., Pete Martinez, Luis Garza, Jose Luis Salinas II, and Ruben Vela. Communication specialist Robert Nino, Secretary Ana Prado, and Director Susan Carlson. The Bond Oversight Committee oversees the district's bond construction program. Committee members meet on a regular basis. They discuss and approve items relating to the bond. During the August 10th meeting, the committee learned that a project to replace fire alarms for the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems at Gutierrez Elementary will cost $35,000. At the time of the meeting, the new Veterans Memorial Elementary was 97% complete. Furniture and equipment was being moved into the school. The campus was able to open on schedule. The only matter that is pending was the landscaping and irrigation for the outside areas of Veterans Memorial Elementary. Those items should be finished early September. The committee also heard a report on the United South High School freshman's campus. Construction on that school was on the schedule. As of the August meeting, structural metal work was being done. The new 9th grade campus for United High School is about 14% complete. Structural and masonry work are being done at the school. The school is expected to be ready in December of 2016. The committee also received the bond financial report. As of the late July, the district has issued and sold an additional $100 million worth of bonds. The Bond Oversight Committee met again on August 17th in a special called meeting. The committee approved a hardware project for Finley Elementary. The hardware was served to make the school compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act. The project will cost $7,500.
Graduations don't only take place in May. There were some students who graduated in August. The summer graduation ceremony for 2015 was held at the Student Activity Complex Auditorium. Students from LBJ, United, and United South High Schools took part in this important event. The students crossed the stage and gratefully received their diplomas. The students were also congratulated by their principals. These students completed their requirements during summer school and were eligible to take part in this graduation ceremony.
Let's take a look at the PBIS music video from United Middle School, featuring some talented students and staff.
Hey, yo, Mavs. Say something to him. Holla at him. I got one question. How you gonna be successful in life?
You know how to show your maverick pride.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit.
Show ya maverick pride. Gotta show manners all year long. Come to school ready with the band. I can make you famous and maverick then. Come get it. Your achievements could be limitless. Go ahead and go out of it. Oh, I can't stand it. If you know how to show your maverick pride.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit.
Mavericks, Mavericks, show your pride. Let's work hard and enjoy the ride. Demonstrate values every day and night. Cause Mav knows values can change your life. Come Mavericks, your values light 2 planets. Go ahead and go show the rest. Whoa, I can't stand it. Cause you know how to show your maverick pride.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit.
Show what you Mavs about. No misbehavior, we just want to show you, bring you safety, demonstrate you what we do. Mavs achievement, values, and safety too. Now what you willing, what you want, and what you may do. Comply with safety to win, initiate, then we show them on, bring it on. Do it, show it, say it, shout it. Mavs achievement, values, safety too. You show pride for the UMNS, a true Mav.
Come on, Mavs, show it round. You all are stars, now take a bow. It's just the things we do at UMS to be successful as Mavericks. You know how to show your maverick pride.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit. Maverick pride. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. 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 Wow, Mavs, you got a bright future ahead of you.
You've been watching United ITV News.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
I'm Olivia Campero.
And I'm Eric Garza.
Thank you for watching.